The massive starship hung motionless against the inky blackness of space, its silhouette cutting through the dim light near Jupiter's orbital defense grid. Commander Jae-wook Park stood perfectly still, his eyes fixed on the holographic display that showed the alien vessel approaching Earth's solar system. Cold sweat beaded on his forehead. This was not a drill. This was not a simulation. These were real alien ships, and they were coming with clear intentions. The communication system crackled to life. A deep, gravelly voice filled the command center. The alien commander, a massive creature with gray-green skin and multiple sets of muscular arms, appeared on the main screen. His name was Krell Voss, and he represented the Orc Galactic Confederation. Humans of Earth, the alien's voice rumbled, each word carefully pronounced in perfect human language. Your civilization has been evaluated. You have two choices: surrender completely and become a subservient species under our protection, or face total annihilation. Jae-wook's hand instinctively moved to the communication panel. Around him, his crew remained silent, waiting for his response. Young technicians, seasoned officers, and veteran space warriors all held their breath. The alien ships behind Krell Voss were unlike anything humans had ever seen. Massive metal constructions that looked more like living organisms than machines. They pulsed with an eerie blue energy, weapon systems clearly visible and ready to unleash destruction. We will require complete submission, Krell continued. Your technological resources, your planetary systems, your entire population will be integrated into our civilization. Resistance is mathematically impossible. Jae-wook knew the statistics. Earth's current defensive capabilities were minimal compared to this invasion force. Military reports suggested they would be destroyed within hours if a full-scale attack commenced. But something burned inside the commander, a spark of human defiance that no mathematical calculation could predict. On behalf of humanity, Jae-wook responded, his voice steady and clear. We reject your ultimatum. A moment of silence followed. Krell's multiple eyes blinked in what seemed like confusion. No species had ever directly refused their offer. Most civilizations would immediately surrender when confronted with such overwhelming force. You choose destruction, the alien commander stated, not as a question but as a cold declaration. Jae-wook's fingers moved across the communication panel. We choose freedom. The transmission cut off. Alarms immediately began blaring throughout. The command center. Defensive protocols activated across Earth's orbital systems. Thousands of satellites and defense platforms prepared for potential conflict. Lieutenant Yoonji Kwon, the tactical specialist, began rapid calculations. Multiple invasion vectors detected. They're preparing multiple attack formations. Jae-wook nodded. Alert all global defense networks, prepare emergency protocols. Behind the command center's reinforced windows, the first wave of alien ships began to move. Their massive forms blocked out starlight, creating moving shadows against the darkness of space. Each vessel was kilometers long, equipped with weapon systems that could destroy entire cities in seconds. Humanity had just entered a war that would determine its entire existence. No diplomatic solution remained. No peaceful resolution was possible. The Orcs had come, and humanity would fight. In Daisen, that moment, standing on the edge of potential extinction, Commander Jae-wook Park represented something more than just a military leader. He represented hope. He represented the collective spirit of a species that had survived countless challenges throughout its history. The first shots had not yet been fired, but the battle for Earth's survival had officially begun. The world changed in 72 hours. What had once been research laboratories, university campuses, and technology centers transformed into military production zones. Every computer, every machine, every available resource became part of humanity's survival strategy. Admiral Hyun Ki-bae stood in the Global Command Center beneath the Rocky Mountains. Massive screens displayed real-time information from every continent. Governments that had once argued now worked together with a single purpose: survival. Dr. Sung-ho Kim worked frantically in a secure laboratory. His team of scientists had been developing experimental quantum adaptive weapons for years, thinking they were creating theoretical technology. Now those theories would become humanity's lifeline. "We need something they won't expect," Sung-ho muttered, connecting advanced neural networks to weapon prototypes. Computer screens flickered with complex mathematical equations and alien biological data. Military factories ran non-stop. Tanks, aircraft, and space vessels were being constructed at speeds never before imagined. Young men and women who had been students just days ago now trained as soldiers. Every person capable of contributing found their place in the global defense effort. In Tokyo, robotic manufacturing lines created advanced drone swarms. In São Paulo, quantum communication networks were being built. Moscow's research centers worked on biological defense mechanisms. New York coordinated global intelligence gathering. Yoon-ji Kwon developed advanced AI systems that could predict alien attack patterns. Her algorithms analyzed the limited footage of the alien ships, breaking down their potential movement strategies, weapon capabilities, and communication methods. "They think we're predictable," Yoon-ji told her team. "But humans have never been predictable." Satellite networks were modified into weapon platforms. Every piece of space technology became a potential defensive tool. Old communication satellites were transformed into signal jammers. Weather monitoring systems became advanced scanning networks. Military training changed overnight. Soldiers learned to fight against an enemy completely different from human opponents. They studied alien biology, practiced unconventional warfare techniques, and prepared for a conflict that would challenge everything they knew about combat. Schools suspended normal education. Instead, students learned emergency protocols, basic medical support, and fundamental survival skills. Children as young as 12 were trained in communication systems and basic technological support. Global food production was redirected. Large agricultural zones were converted into protected zones. Underground farming facilities were rapidly constructed. Humanity prepared not just to fight, but to survive potential long-term conflict. Dr. Sung-ho's breakthrough came unexpectedly. By combining quantum computing with biological adaptive technology, his team created weapons that could rapidly change their attack patterns. These weren't just guns or missiles. They were living technological systems that could learn and adapt in milliseconds. "We're creating something beyond traditional weapons," he explained to Admiral Bay. "These systems can think, they can predict, they can change." The Admiral looked at the prototype, a small device that looked more like a complex computer chip than a weapon. "Can it stop them?" Sung-ho's smile was confident. "It can give us a chance." Across the planet, humanity worked with a single heartbeat. Fear existed, but it was overshadowed by determination. Every person understood the stakes. This wasn't just about defending a country or a continent. This was about defending an entire species. Communication networks spread hope. Social media, normally used for entertainment, now became a tool of global unity. People shared information, supported each other, and prepared collectively. No one slept. No one stopped. The entire human civilization had become a single, massive organism preparing to fight for its survival. The alien ships might have superior technology. They might have more experience in galactic warfare, but they had never encountered human spirit, and that would be their biggest mistake. The asteroid belt became a battlefield, unlike any in human history. Thousands of small robotic drones swarmed around massive alien warships, moving with a precision that seemed almost alive. Commander Jae-wook watched from the command ship, his hands steady on the control interface. Yoon-ji Kwon's voice cut through the tension. Drone swarms approaching target zones. Quantum communication networks are stable. The alien ships looked like massive metal creatures, their surfaces rippling with energy shields. But something was different this time. These weren't the same defenseless targets from the first encounter. The first wave of human attack came silently. Thousands of tiny drones, each no larger than a human hand, began to attach themselves to the alien ships. They weren't weapons, not in the traditional sense. These were adaptive neural network probes designed to infiltrate and understand the alien technology. Krell Voss, the alien commander, watched in growing confusion. His tactical displays showed something impossible. The human drones were not just attacking. They were learning. Each drone collected information, transmitted data back to human command centers, and simultaneously adapted its attack strategy. Where one drone failed, the next would succeed. The human attack was a living, breathing organism of technology and strategy. "They're hacking our systems," one of Krell's officers reported, panic rising in his voice. "The human devices are breaking through our defenses." The asteroid belt became a dance of technological warfare. Alien energy weapons fired, destroying hundreds of drones. But for each drone destroyed, 10 more would take its place. The human strategy was not about individual victory, but collective adaptation. Dr. Sung Ho's quantum adaptive weapons showed their true potential. The drones didn't just attack, they predicted. They learned the alien ship's defensive patterns in milliseconds, finding weak points that traditional weapons would never discover. One by one, alien ships began to lose power. Their advanced shields flickered and died. Communication networks collapsed. The invincible Orc Galactic Confederation found itself facing an enemy that didn't fight like any civilization they had encountered before. Admiral Hyun Ki-bae's voice came through the communication system. "Maintain attack pattern. Do not let up." The battle wasn't about destroying every alien ship. It was about proving a point. Humanity was not going to be an easy target. Humanity would fight with every technological trick, every ounce of intelligence, every spark of creativity. Krell Voss watched in growing horror as his invasion fleet began to crumble. These humans were different. They didn't fight with brute force. They fought with intelligence, with adaptation, with a collective strategy that seemed almost organic. "Retreat," he finally commanded. The words felt foreign. The Orc Galactic Confederation did not retreat. They conquered. But today was different. Human drones continued their relentless attack. For every alien ship that managed to escape, 2 more were disabled. The asteroid belt became a graveyard of alien technology, each destroyed vessel a testament to human ingenuity. As the last alien ships disappeared into hyperspace, a strange silence fell over the battlefield. The human command center erupted in cautious celebration. They hadn't just defended themselves, they had sent a message. Jae-wook looked at the tactical display. Hundreds of alien ships destroyed, minimal human losses. It seemed impossible. But here it was, happening in real time. "Did it?" Yoonji whispered, her hand still dancing across the control interfaces. They had done more than just survive. They had shown the galaxy that humanity was not a species to be underestimated. The first major engagement was over, but the war had just begun. The world changed faster than anyone could have imagined. Every piece of technology captured from the alien ships became a treasure trove of potential. Dr. Sung Ho's laboratory worked around the clock, breaking down alien systems piece by piece. "This is more than reverse engineering," he told Admiral Bay. "We're rewriting the rules of technological development." Alien communication systems that once seemed incomprehensible now became blueprints for human innovation. Quantum communication, networks expanded. Energy systems that seemed like magic were slowly understood, then improved upon. Yoonji Kwon discovered something extraordinary. The alien technology wasn't just advanced, it was surprisingly limited. They had powerful weapons, incredible energy systems, but they lacked something fundamental: adaptability. Human scientists began modifying alien technology almost immediately. A weapon system designed for destruction became a medical breakthrough. A communication array transformed into a global education network. Where the aliens saw tools, humans saw possibilities. Military training changed completely. Soldiers now studied not just combat, but rapid technological adaptation. Every person became a potential innovator. Schools transformed into centers of rapid learning and technological exploration. Krell Voss watched from his damaged command ship. Intelligence reports showed something he couldn't understand. The humans weren't just defending, they were evolving. In Tokyo, a team of young engineers created a new type of energy shield using modified alien technology. In Sao Paulo, researchers developed medical nanobots that could repair human tissue using principles stolen from alien medical systems. The global research effort worked like a massive, interconnected brain. Each discovery was shared instantly. Each breakthrough multiplied human potential. Spacecraft designs changed overnight. Where human ships were once bulky and slow, they now incorporated alien propulsion technologies. Speed increased. Maneuverability became something entirely new. Dr. Sung Ho's most significant breakthrough came from a small piece of alien communication technology. "It's not just a device," he explained to his team. "It's a way of thinking about information." The human adaptation wasn't just technological, it was philosophical. Where the alien civilization saw technology as a fixed tool, humans saw it as a living, changing system. Military strategists developed new combat techniques. Drone swarms became more than weapons. They became intelligent networks that could think, adapt, and learn faster than any biological intelligence. Krell Voss received reports that made no sense. Human technology was advancing at impossible rates. What would take his civilization decades was happening in weeks. "They're not just copying our technology," one of his advisors reported. "They're improving it." Space stations were redesigned. Communication networks were rebuilt. Every aspect of human technological infrastructure underwent a complete transformation. The aliens had believed humans were primitive. Now they realized their mistake. Yunji developed AI systems that could predict technological vulnerabilities in alien systems faster than any computer previously imagined. These weren't just defensive tools. They were evolutionary systems that could think beyond their original programming. Global cooperation reached new levels. Countries that had once competed now worked together. Every research center, every university, every technological hub became part of a single, unified human effort. "We're not just fighting a war," Admiral Bay told his commanders. "We're creating a new future for our species." The technological revolution happened so quickly that it seemed almost supernatural. Alien systems that once seemed impossible were now being improved upon by human engineers who worked with a combination of scientific precision and creative imagination. Krell Voss realized something terrifying. The humans were not just a species to be conquered. They were a civilization that could rewrite the rules of technological development. The war was no longer just about survival. It was about showing the galaxy what humanity could become, and they were just getting started. The space near Mars looked like a battlefield from a nightmare. Hundreds of alien ships faced the smaller but incredibly advanced human fleet. Commander Jae-wook Park stood on the bridge, his eyes focused on the tactical display. Krell Voss's massive command ship dominated the center of the alien formation. It was a monument to alien technological power, or so they believed. "Weapons, systems ready," Yoon-ji Kwon announced. Her fingers danced across multiple holographic interfaces, controlling not just weapons, but entire networks of adaptive combat systems. The first wave of alien attacks came with overwhelming force. Energy weapons that could destroy entire cities fired simultaneously. But something was different this time. The human ships moved with impossible precision. Each human vessel wasn't just a ship. It was a living, thinking combat system. Alien, weapons that would have destroyed traditional spacecraft simply missed. The human ships anticipated, adapted, and countered in milliseconds. Dr. Sung Ho's quantum adaptive technology showed its true potential. Weapon systems that had been theoretical just months ago now controlled entire sections of the battlefield. They weren't just fighting, they were learning with each passing second. Krell Voss watched in growing horror. His tactical displays showed something impossible. The human fleet was not just defending, they were systematically dismantling the alien invasion force. One by one, alien ships went dark. Their advanced systems simply stopped functioning. Human drone swarms moved like intelligent clouds, finding and exploiting every possible weakness. "This is impossible," Krell muttered, watching his invasion force collapse. The human fleet moved with a coordinated intelligence that seemed almost supernatural. Each ship worked as part of a larger living network. Where one ship failed, another would instantly compensate. Jaewook's voice remained calm. Prepare global transmission. As the final alien ships began to retreat, a communication signal broadcast across every possible frequency, not just in human languages, but translated into every known alien communication protocol. To the Orc Galactic Confederation and any civilization watching, the message began, humanity is not your prey. We are not a species to be conquered. We are a civilization that will fight to our last breath. The message continued, broadcasting across multiple star systems. It wasn't just a declaration of war. It was a statement of human potential. We did not seek this conflict, the transmission explained, but we will finish it. Any civilization that threatens our existence will face total destruction. Alien communication networks went silent. The battlefield near Mars became a graveyard of alien technology. Each destroyed ship a testament to human determination. Krell Voss's command ship was the last to retreat. The alien commander understood something fundamental had changed. Humanity was not just another species to be conquered. They were something entirely new. Dr. Sung Ho watched the final moments of the battle from the research center. Tears mixed with scientific excitement. They had done more than just defend themselves. They had shown the galaxy what humanity could become. Admiral Hyun Ki-bae's voice came through the communication systems. Conflict resolution complete. Prepare. Global celebration. But it wasn't a celebration of victory. It was a celebration of survival. A celebration of human potential. The solar system looked different. Damaged, but unbroken. The human fleet might have been smaller, but it was infinitely more powerful than anyone could have imagined. Jaewook looked at the tactical display. Minimal human losses, maximum alien destruction. We are humanity, he whispered. And we will not be stopped. The message was clear. The galaxy had been put on notice. Humanity had arrived.